It was my dream to have a runner on July Day and to have a runner in the main race and to win it.
Kommetdieding, brilliant stuff.
Not in a million years did I think about it. It's a great feeling. I cannot describe it. It is something that I still need to pinch myself.
Really?
Honestly.
Ashwin Reynolds, this one's for him. He would have dreamed to have been here today. And this one is for him. He's such a passionate supporter of the game.
Kommetdieding's win in the Vodacom Durban July was a rags to riches story, fit for a fairy tale.
Kommetdieding, brilliant stuff. From in second line back.
With South Africa battling the COVID pandemic and the public unable to attend the running of Africa's greatest race, Kommetdieding's win came at a time when the country needed hope. And the media grabbed it.
It also makes owner Ashwin Reynolds the first black owner to win the country's biggest race.
This thing blew up the way none of us thought was possible. This horse has been on every radio station, obviously through my father.
With Lester Kibbert on Cape Talk.
Ashwin Reynolds, congratulations.
I think it was just the dream, the fairy tale ending, and newspapers and publications just had to pick up on the story.
Okay, guys, look at me. That's it. Nice.
That surreal feeling that I had after the race and up until now, that's definitely gone. It feels very real. Having come back to the yard and to find all this going on, now I realise what an impact this horse actually has on everybody here in the Cape and around the country.
There's almost been like a Kommetdieding mania that's grabbed people.
No, definitely there is. Everybody, they forget about the owner, just say Kommetdieding, Kommetdieding. It is great to see that people of all backgrounds pull together. I've never in a million years did I know that people from my mother's age is going to phone me, or people that went to school with my uncle. All over Cape Town, they've been phoning me and wishing me, and it's been a great feeling.
I just want a leaning shot where you go. It's like almost standing next to the track.
Yes.
Where you do that.
How's he coping with this newfound stardom?
I think he's enjoying it, but it's a bit of a culture shock for him. I mean, waking up to a phone call and it's a radio station and you're live on air. I think it's just been super hectic for him and he's struggling to juggle it all. But yeah, he's the new superstar.
Renee Reynolds, who's very much part of the team, describes what life has been like for the family.
Wow, indescribable, unbelievable. Even before the win, we had people phoning us from Mauritius who couldn't even pronounce the name, but were saying, listen, we are rooting for you. I mean, never in our wildest dreams did we think that a racehorse would create such a feeling of pride amongst the community. But I'm not only talking about the communities we grew up with, I'm talking about even the horse racing community.
Gary Player phoned me, Hassan Adams phoned me. It's not about color or wealth, but everybody was just happy for me.
It's been overwhelming, that's the only word I can say. The support from the people it's just been overwhelming.
From my bottom of my heart, I thank them and I salute them. I've got involved in racing through a friend called Ricky Ahmad. He told me that, look, it's best to come into a syndicate. 2015 I came into their syndicate. I own 10% share in that racehorse. But 10%, my name is on, I don't care. That's my horse.
Ashwin's always had goals. You know, he had one horse, and then the next minute he said, listen, I want to buy another horse.
You know, it's like a drug. It just carry on and carry on, but a good drug.
My idea was, if I encourage people to get into a syndicate, I've done my job if they can buy their second horse on their own. And that's what Ashwin's done.
But there was one word of caution.
We said to him, whatever you do, don't fall in love with horses. You kind of have them because some of them pass through your hands and others stick. And I think this one's going to stick.
If you look, there's also his front teeth is out. Hey, Michele? His front teeth is out.
His front teeth?
Yeah, it's a Cape Flats thing.
Ashwin wasn't initially impressed with the woolly youngster that Harold Crawford bought off the Klavervlei farm sale for just 55,000 rand.
If it's a scruffy horse, looks can be deceiving.
Clearly.
I've learned it now, looks can be deceiving.
So what did the veteran trainer see in the horse?
On the way to the farm, I said to my son, I must look for a elusive Ford horse. I like elusive Ford. He was put very nicely together and he had a good walk on him.
And what a dream it's been.
The like golf puller said to me, Harold, the first night when you came to the academy, when you slept on a bed there, you must have gone through your mind the Durban July. It's like, 50 years later.
From your loungers, at home, around the world, we present number 18, Kommetdieding.
Is it something that will live with you forever? Okay. Meant the world to you?
Yeah, it did.
And this horse has become a sensation.
Friends, family who really weren't really interested in horses before are now following horse racing or punting, which is just fantastic for the game.
The guy with the brown jacket?
Yeah.
That's my other horse.
Other baby.
His name is Kommetdieding.
I mean, I knew that.
And the offers for Kommetdieding ahead of the Cape Derby, were you tempted?
Don't let my wife hear about it. We're still butting heads where that is concerned. But you know, in today's life, money isn't everything. If you got a, how can I say, desire or a goal in life, go after it. Money cannot buy that. Just follow your dream and follow your heart. My philosophy is you must have a pure heart. You must do good to other people. Don't look down on other people. Don't belittle other people.
And life has rewarded you?
In a good way. In a good way. And me being a religious man, you know, I couldn't ask more of God. Couldn't ask more of God.
This horse has just obviously captured the imagination of just about everybody. I've had service providers phone me asking me about this horse with the unusual name.
You know, when my dad chose this name, myself and my mother just wanted to fall on our back.
If he had told me he was going to name a racehorse Kommetdieding, I would have tried to stop him. So he only told me after it was done.
But I feel like it was the perfect name for Kommetdieding, just because this horse belongs to the people of Cape Town.
Definitely it's the people's horse, because as I said, the people forget about the owner. They just want to see the horse. And you know, that is what it is all about. The sport is all about the athlete, and the athlete is the horse. The people is really looking forward to see this horse running in their hometown again.
With a name like Kommetdieding, the next horse or another horse, what name can we expect to hear from the Reynolds family?
Well, it will definitely not be anything like Kommetdieding.
So we're not going to hear something like Skrik for Niks or...
No, definitely not. Well, let me tell you, not if I have anything to say. So if you do get Kommetdieding or hier Kommetdieding or Skrik for Niks, then you must know I had no part to play in that.
What this horse has done in his short career has sparked so much interest around Cape Town and more so around the Cape Flats. Irrespective of who you are, you can be involved in horse racing. Ashwin's done that. He went from a 10% owner and now he owns a Durban July winner. I mean, that must be the best story for any owner. You don't have to buy the most expensive horse. It's just been proven.
Does this give people hope that anyone can get involved in racehorse ownership?
100%. 100%.
Irrespective of who you are, where you come from, you can be part of horse racing. And maybe this horse can kind of spark that interest again, where people want to come back because now they know.
I've got my sons that have friends and they own in their early 20s that's coming to buy a racehorse. Yes, you're not going to get, maybe you will get what I've got, but it's a start. It's a start in the game.
There are syndicates around now where you can basically get involved for as little as 1%, 5%. So yeah, it's open to everybody.
Just follow your dream and follow your heart.
Kommetdieding, brilliant stuff. From in second line.
So yeah, Kommetdieding has made my life totally different.
He changed your life?
In a big way. In a big way he did. Because never in a million years would I think I would have a Vodacom Durban July winner.
Kommetdieding, the elusive Auto, is powering on and he'll take the first prize.
Now I've got my Group 1. Now I can tick that off my bucket list.
Can we ask you what else is on your bucket list after this Group 1?
You know, on my bucket list is to stand in the Queen Split parading and in the Met parading.
So here we go again, back in the number 1 box. What is the next step with Kommetdieding? Only time will tell.